All right, let's go over your single leg hip thrusters. So this is not only a fantastic movement for developing size in the glutes, but also improving the mobility and the functionality of the hip. So if you do a lot of sitting in your day-to-day life, chances are those glutes are gonna be turned off, which means that they're gonna be inactive and you're gonna have weak glutes. Strong glutes means a strong pelvis, which means a strong lower back. The stronger our glutes are, the less the risk of injuring our low back or our knees in our day-to-day lives or in the gym. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the bottoms of our shoulder blades on the bench. Find a nice comfortable position. If you need to outstretch your hands, that's fine. And then what we're gonna do, both feet are gonna be about hip width. Whichever foot is going to be doing the pressing, in this case we'll call that the right leg, we're gonna keep stable, and on the other side, we're gonna push that leg out and just rest the heel on the floor. And now all we're gonna do is we're gonna dip down, bringing that bum towards the ground, almost like we're trying to take a poop. And then from there, we're gonna squeeze that glute, drive up, drive up, drive up, drive up, full contraction of that glute at the top and come down. A couple of things we're really looking for here is as we're coming up, we don't want that knee to kick inwards. This is called valgus collapse. This is gonna inhibit the glutes from actually working. It's gonna place a lot of stress on the hip flexor as well as the knee joint itself. So we wanna think knee over pinky toe, and that foot, we want to rotate out slightly, 10 to 15 degrees. That's going to allow the glute to get a better contraction. We're going to come all the way down with all that in mind, driving up, squeeze that glute at the top, squeeze, 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 and control that descent on the way down. Now, if you're not quite there where you can do a full single-legged one, we're gonna take a split stance. So we're gonna take that staggered stance, have that heel up on that front foot, and from here, we're gonna push up, maybe 80% of the force coming from that right leg, and maybe 20% from that left leg. Coming down, and we're gonna continue to progress that up by pushing that foot a little bit more forward as we come up. Now, side view of how we're gonna set this up, just so you can really see what's going on here. Bingo bango. So, we're gonna start by putting the bottoms of the shoulder blades onto the bench, right? And then from here, so what we're gonna do to set this up is we're gonna have the bottoms of the shoulder blades on that bench, and then we're gonna push those hands outside. Key with this, make sure you're not pushing with your hands down and trying to lift yourself up with your arms. They're just resting there to give you a little bit of stability. One leg out. And we're then going to drive up. And the way you're gonna know if you're in a proper position with your foot is if you have about a 90-degree angle from that thigh to that calf. So right now I'm a little bit far back. Push out, drop down, drive up. Beautiful. 90-degree bend in that leg. Glutes tall and proud, squeezing up, coming back down. And that's all we need. See ya.